Pressure.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Artful Conversations. Today is a special episode. It is the HYPERPOP songs bracket, and we've worked hard to prepare this for you guys. 32 songs on the bracket. They were the method to choose these was very rigorous. So basically what we did, you'll see we have these numbers in parentheses on the outside of the songs. That is our combined ratings out of 10. So we would each give a rating out of 10, then add that up. That's the number there. So we've got them seeded by virtue of that, and the ones that are the same number, we just kind of guessed. We got some real cool matchups in here.
Yeah.
Y'all stay tuned for that. Leave your comments down below about what you think of our decisions, and I hope we can also help you find some new songs that you don't know about. So,
True.
Yeah, let's get straight into it, guys.
I also want to mention this is this is the holiday.
Let's not get straight into it.
This is the holiday episode. We all came back to our childhood homes to record this one. And if you're involuntarily celibate, tell us in the comments below.
But if you're going to tell us anything in the comments below, for the love of God, please be realistic.
Please.
Yeah, please. That's all we ask. Without further ado, let's talk about this first matchup. So we've got the number 1 seed, Face Shopping by Sophie, versus the number 32 seed, The Law by Funeral.
Address. He slept up, I got his address.
The production quality's high.
Right. But yeah, so 2 great songs, but it's kind of a tyke against a giant.
Yeah, it's Face Shopping. It's
type against a
obvious.
giant.
It's like super obvious.
Right.
It's like David versus Goliath, but Goliath steps on him. So, you know, they're both good songs.
So Goliath, not Goth Mommy?
So yeah, we're all 3 going Face Shopping.
Yeah. Case.
We'll save our real thoughts about this song for later rounds because spoiler alert, it's probably going to get pretty far. So for now we'll just say Face Shopping's awesome, and it wins 3-0. All right.
And would you look at that?
Now, next matchup, we have Home Switcher by Jane Remover and K-Mo versus 8 Now by Food House. And these are very close matchups, both 27, 17 and 16 seeds respectively. This is a really tough matchup for me. What do you guys think?
I really like Home Switcher, but I will say 8 Now edges it out more. Like, it doesn't goon it out, but it does edge it out. You know, like
Fair
it's
enough.
neck and neck.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's not euphoric, but it's a definite difference.
Yeah.
I'll go the other way with it. I'll be so bold as to say it doesn't even edge. I'll take Home Switcher with the climax, but that's my vote.
Okay. What a way to describe your feelings. I think I'm going to have to pick 8 Now. I really like 8 Now. I love Home Switcher as well. I think it's great, but I think Jane and K-Mo have both gone on to do greater things.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
8 Now, I'll say 8 Now has my favorite ever harmony in a HYPERPOP song, that at the end where they stack the little 3-part harmony, and I think for that reason I'm gonna go with 8 Now. So that's 2-1. 8 Now.
8 Now also has like one of the best HYPERPOP lines of all time, which is, "I heard you're f***ed up in the crib eating Gerberts," and that is awesome. I'm so glad that happened.
It couldn't be us,
And it couldn't be me. Yeah.
but I heard that about you.
Right. Yeah. The lyricism is great in that song, but let's move on to the next matchup. We have Waves by Laura Les versus I Honestly Might Just Give Up by Dollywood One.
I love that Dollywood track. It's awesome. It's a banger, but you can't shed a tear off into hyperpop, man. And I can when I listen to Waves.
Yeah, that's a very touching track. So she's singing from the perspective of a deceased partner. She's a ghost now. And
That's why
yeah,
you don't have to pay for 2 seats.
yeah. So lots of lyrics around that theme, and I've told y'all both this. I think it's also like an allegory. I think it's an allegory about having depression in a relationship. That connects for me, but I don't know that. Don't take that as gospel, but I think it's very clever. Paetyn, what are your thoughts?
Well, as a Laura-less supremacist, I will say Waves. I love her.
Yeah. It's going to be Waves 3-0.
Yeah.
But I honestly might just give up. Was a sleeper hit coming into this bracket.
Oh, yeah.
Great song. Wow. And in fun fact, it interpolates Western Union, which, spoiler, we'll see later on this bracket.
Why would you tell him that?
Just for fun. All right.
So don't take this guy too seriously.
Yeah, we just have a good time here. But we hope you get something valuable out of this episode.
Possibly a lesson.
All right, so next we've got a personal favorite of Oshiv's, Butterfly Bankai,
Top bottle, pop bottles, yeah, then she right there.
against Anthems by Charlie XCX. What are your thoughts, Paetyn? We'll start with you.
Ooh, I really like Anthems, but also just Oshiv hitting the folks, nothing beats it,
Yeah. I think I'm slightly leaning towards Anthems.
I agree.
I mean, the hook on that song is insane. The production's great. I think Dylan Brady of 100 Gex produced some of that. I like that song a lot. I do like Butterfly Bankai, but I think Sebi has other great tracks. I don't know.
Agree.
It's just, it doesn't stand out to me as much as Anthems does. What about you, Oshiv?
It's a hard take, and here's the situation. I love Butterfly Bankai enough to not let it lose 3-0. So if no matter what I think about the songs, I have to vote Butterfly Bankai. Just so we don't get the butterfly sweep, and
True.
Right. Save the butterflies.
That's what they say.
So okay, it'll be 2-1 to Anthems then. True enough. All right. Oh wow, we've got some absolute slappers against each other.
Oh, no.
We've got Locals by Underscores and Gabby Start
Come on and touch me.
versus Be Nice to Me by Blade.
Oh wow.
Locals. Next. Sorry, what?
Yeah, I agree, and I hate to do that to Be Nice to Me because it's such an iconic song. But Locals is insane. It's an astonishing undertaking, truly.
I mean, I have some good memories of Be Nice to Me. It was one of the first songs that really got me into hyperpop. It was the first song I got pulled over by a cop to. There's a lot of fondness and heartbreak in that one, but Locals is just better.
And I can stand behind that. I don't think we should let nostalgia cloud us. And I think
beautiful.
we need to accept that Locals is better than Be Nice to Me. but it's not by a huge margin. I'll say that.
For me, it is. Locals is
I'm not gonna say that this pick is hard for me or anything. I do love Be Nice to Me. It was actually the first song that I got pulled over by a food service worker in.
Wow.
So it means a lot, but one song's better than the other. I don't want to downplay it, but Locals is a better song.
Yeah, and so it'll be 3-0 to Locals. Also, Locals made my #1 song of the year last year. You can watch that video as well on my channel. It's quite a good one, I think. Okay, the next matchup, we have Do or Die by Eric DOA against Money Machine by 100 Gex.
And it hurts my feelings that Do or Die has to go against Money Machine because I love Eric DOA. I love Eric DOA so much. But God, Money Machine, you cannot... I feel like if you're going to do a hyperpop bracket and you take out Money Machine in the first round, like, you should be, like, punished with, like, force.
Yeah, so
Fair enough.
I'll say that I first heard of HYPERPOP through this video essay, and if I can find it, I'll share a link to it. But it basically it was like the equivalent of like those like join the military ads, but for HYPERPOP. It was just showing you how cool HYPERPOP was, and I went to war.
Shout out
So
propaganda.
yeah, it worked on me.
Propaganda with those.
Yeah, I took a propaganda at these tracks, and I went to war because the propaganda worked on me, and so I am now a high rank.
Thank you for your cervix.
Yes, you are so welcome. And so we'll go with Money Machine. The point of that story was Money Machine was the first ever HYPERPOP song I heard, and a lot of people talk about listening to Gex and kind of starting to listen to them ironically. As soon as I heard Money Machine, I was like, no, this is amazing. So it's gonna be Money Machine for me, but I'd love Do or Die.
I actually hated Money Machine the first time I ever heard it because I wasn't like based yet. But then I started going to school for music, and then I realized it was fire.
And so this is a 3-0, right?
A 3-0.
Money Machine. Okay.
Sweep.
All right. And so next we have Haunted by Laura Les versus If You Make Music, Stop It by Fraxium and Jane Remover.
Listen, I love Fraxium and Jane Remover, but as I've already said, I'm a Laura Les supremacist. I love Haunted. That is such a good song.
Yeah, it is a good song. I think I'm going to make it interesting and vote for If You Make Music because I like Waves more than Haunted. I think it's a better Laura song, but there's something electric about If You Make Music, Stop It. It's kind of like Jane's digicore stuff, but just with their vocals on it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That I really like that song, and then the little crescendo at the end is really something special. So I'm gonna go with If You Make Music, Stop It. But shout out to Haunted. It made it on Euphoria, I think. So that's what's up.
Did.
And Oshiv, what are your thoughts?
I'm going to make it less interesting and not act like it's hard for me. I'm picking Haunted.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Good.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. It's a great song.
I do think Waves is a better song. I'll save some of those thoughts for when we talk about it again. But
yeah. Next one we have I Don't Want That Many Friends in the First Place by Quinn versus Gloves by Kamo. This is criminal that this is the matchup.
Yeah.
This is insane. Why would that be a thing?
But
we
it's
must have made a
Gloves.
mistake.
yeah, something about seating or something.
Yeah, something about seating. Maybe it wasn't as foolproof as we thought. It's going to be Gloves, but that Quinn song is awesome.
It is great.
Yeah. So 3-0 to Gloves, though. We'll talk more about Gloves later.
Sometimes you have to pat his back like a baby. And, that's just something you guys can remember.
All right, next matchup, we have Dumbest Girl Alive by 100 Gex versus Glitter by Alden.
Covered in glitter.
That's easy. It's Dumbest Girl Alive.
Man, I love Glitter, but,
Yeah.
Dumbest Girl Alive was the first HYPERPOP song I ever heard. And I didn't need any irony. I wouldn't be scared calling it a masterpiece now. And the first time I heard it, I was like, this might be a masterpiece. It was enchanting.
This is also the song in HYPERPOP that, like, people in the hip-hop community, even, like, the old heads that are really hard to, like, grasp with new music, say that this song is just awesome. Like, undeniably across the board, this song is so good.
Is that true? Are there old heads bumping Dumbest Girl Alive?
I saw it on Twitter. It has to be true.
Okay.
enough.
Sure enough. Okay.
But I did hear that it gives you mental illness, so...
Right. Be
True.
careful with that Twitter stuff, man. That's serious mess.
Sorry.
I remember before I even knew what HYPERPOP was, I was hanging with this nerd Bunty, and he was telling me about this weird genre of music for esoteric people who don't shower too often. And he was telling me I'd probably have a hard time like accepting it if he just like played me just any song. But he put on this one, and the second I heard it, I went home and I just threw my shampoo away. It was that good.
It's Dumbest Girl Alive 3-0, but Glitter's great. It's my favorite Alden track.
Good pick.
Great music video on Overcast too. R.I.P. Overcast. Shout out. They don't make videos anymore.
Crazy to say R.I.P. then.
Well, the channel's dead.
Fair enough.
Next we've got. Oh, this is a crazy matchup. We've got Pressure by David Shawty and Youngster Jack
Under pressure.
versus Western Union by Drain Gang.
One shot, click, reload.
That's really hard. That's really hard.
I'll make the first statement. I'm not going to act like it's an obvious one over the other, but I mean, if we're going by just the amount of times that it's happened on my playlist or I've went out of my way to listen to it, I'm going to take Pressure.
Oh, really?
I am.
Oh.
I'm also gonna take Pressure.
Oh,
Ethan.
Oh no, not Western Union.
I love Western Union. I listen to it all the time. But
Golly.
Pressure was such a monumental thing for hyperpop.
Oh god.
In that era, that was like one of the first hyperpop songs I heard, and I was like, this genre of music might be cool.
Right. And
It's also like one of my
Yeah.
favorite glitchcore songs. It's awesome.
And it'll make you think that, it's a perfect example of glitchcore, that subset. That's a perfect representative of it. But, Perfect representative, yes. Let's elect it. Anyway.
The left is curious.
What was I saying for real, though? Oh, yeah, so Pressure is electric. It's a great song. Western Union is so cool. It's like swag personified. But, my vote doesn't matter. I think I would have voted for Western Union, low-key. But I'm happy to see Pressure go on because there's more Drain Gang songs. Yeah. Hey, that's another thing we should mention. We tried to, we limited it to 2 songs per artist. But sometimes there's loopholes. Like, Blade is a part of Drain Gang, and Laura Less is a part of 100 Gex. So that's why you might see some anomalies. But there
also,
you go.
We probably like them a lot or something.
Yeah, we do have biases, I guess.
True.
Biases, whatever. Next little matchup here. It's a little fun one. We got Optifine 28 versus Hit the Function like Larry David 27. I don't know why I said the numbers.
That's hard. I really like both of these songs.
Be real with you, to me, it's Optifine and it's like almost easy. I really love that song. If I had to give you a metaphor, I mean, if I was in Plato's cave and someone played Optifine behind me, I might like clasp my hands together in prayer. It's a really good song. It's a vibe, and it's not just a vibe. It's a vibe you can't escape. You know
Boy, I had
some.
some. So that same time when I was at the beach, I listened to this song a lot, and when it got to the end, I would just drag it back to the beginning.
Right.
So I would just walk on the beach and just have this like almost on an IV, if you will.
Yeah.
It's such a good song. I'm gonna pick it over Hit the Function like Larry David, but I do want to talk about Hit the Function like Larry David.
Great song.
That's my favorite Glaive song.
Yeah. So
It's my favorite Glaive song.
This comes from a Glaive alt account called Ovine Hall on SoundCloud, if I'm not mistaken. And that little project is really cool. And this is the best song off of it, we think. Now, I will say, since we made this bracket, I think there's a new Glaive song that I like more. I really like I Don't Really Feel It Anymore off his new EP.
Also a great song.
That's an amazing song. I think it's his best writing ever. However, this is so infectious. This is a great vibe. Paetyn, what are your thoughts?
Okay, well, I really enjoy both of these songs, and I like Optifine a little bit more. However, I will not let this underrated banger get swept. I will vote for Hit the Function like Larry David.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, it's a symbolic gesture, but it's one that we receive with open arms.
I mean, it's rare you get a song that's good enough that every time you hear it once, you want to hear it twice.
True.
And, luck of the draw, both of these songs were songs like that for me.
Yeah, these are both very addictive songs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Next up, we have Lie by Sebi featuring Lou versus Amygdala by Echo 2K and Blade. It's Amygdala.
It's Amygdala.
It's Amygdala. I'm like a Sebi super fan, but
Yeah, I quite like Sebi also.
For a drain gang like flagship, it's got to win.
Amygdala has the X factor, if you will.
I'm sure they will.
The X Factor.
Yeah, I hope you will. It's a great song. So is Lie, but I think that Amygdala does more interesting things in terms of, you know, challenging genre boundaries and such.
I agree.
Yeah, so that's why it's going to go to Amygdala.
I can give about that. Probably a banger though.
Yeah,
True.
They're both bangers. So is it 3-0 Amygdala?
3-0.
Okay. 3-0. Green.
Green who, bro?
Just whoever.
Fair enough.
Day Holla.
Oh, this is a tough one for me, I think.
Listen to Sample Platter.
True, if you want to. The next one is tough for me. It's The Flag Is Raised versus Poster.
That's
The Flag Is Raised by Echo 2K and Blade. Once again, Poster by Wikipedia and Lou.
Serendipity. This one is also a drinking flagship.
Oh, yes.
Didn't have to react like that.
Oh, yes. Almost Mustachio over here.
But it was true. Yeah, The Flag Is Raised is another addictive song. It's quite good. I like when he goes, Virginia.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool little part when he does that.
Yeah, and that's about all I have to say about it. But Poster is great. Now, that song is one you'll have on repeat. Gotta have some Wikipedia representation on here. I think that's his best work.
I like Poster more as well. I like Poster more as well.
So you're picking Poster over Flag Is Raised.
Yes.
Oh, okay. This
I
is
like
interesting.
Poster more. It makes me want to twirl.
Fair enough.
And you're picking Flag Is Raised?
I'm picking Flag Is Raised.
Oh, no. Okay. So this must be what Joe Biden feels like. Old
and white. Old and white.
Old and white, yes.
Racist?
And a bit decrepit. So, let's see.
Balding? I wouldn't out him.
I'm not balding, but I do have a gnarly widow's peak. Yeah, her husband is dead. Anyway.
Yeah. That's funny.
Ethan Bunty will make light of the tragedy every time. He will.
Oh, maybe so. God, this is a hard decision. I love Poster. I think I want to vote for Poster. Yeah, I'm gonna vote Poster 2-1. I love that song a lot. I've played this song more than The Flag Is Raised, I think.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I'm basing my vote on if I must choose something. And I must. So there we go. Next,
Something of an obligation.
ooh, this is tough.
That is
especially
really
for
tough.
Oshiv. This is "Baby My Phone" by Yummy Online versus "No Magician" by Curtains.
Slow Silver 03.
These are, I don't know. These are two like very important hyperswag songs.
Mm-hmm.
Hyperswag.
Oh, Stream Hyperswag.
Oh, that's not in a sense that.
We didn't make those.
Two cool songs is what they are.
Yep.
Give me time, man. Y'all vote first.
Okay. I got "No Magician."
Baby, my phone.
God dang.
Well, a lot of-
Yeah, no, it's "No Magician" for me. I like other Yummy Online songs better, but they love "Baby My Phone."
Baby, my phone was
So,
like back when I was a
yeah.
hyperpop hater back in 2020. That was like the guilty pleasure one I had on my playlist, and I would wait till everyone in the house left, and I would turn up all the way. I love that song. "No Magician" is great. I love "No Magician." That is an awesome song. But "Baby, My Phone," it's like You just got to be one of the girls to get it.
So exactly what the problem is. Baby My Phone. I hate to see it go.
I'm upset,
Well,
but
Oshiv is also an ABG.
An Asian baby girl, you know, and no more do I feel in my element as an Asian baby girl than when I listen to Yami Online.
well,
Hello.
yeah. Hey guys.
I'll take spin a minute. I'm finna hit the bathroom.
Okay.
Hit the bathroom like Oshiv Yuvraj.
Oshif's got Spinna in this next matchup. The next matchup is Spinna by Curtains and Others
Spinna.
versus Spy by Who Killed XIX. I think they just go by XIX now.
Spinna easily.
Yeah, I'm taking Spinna. There's a lot of talent on that track.
True. Talented.
Everybody kills their verse basically. It's kind of a cipher. This is the only cipher. This is the only hyperpop cipher that made it onto here. I really like
Among Us.
I do love Among Us cipher. That's a piece of just culture that you need to know about. But I really love Attitude by Eric DOA. You should listen to that.
That's a really good one.
That's a really good cipher. But yeah, Spinna is gonna move on over Spy. But Spy is another essential glitchcore track. Very good. Alright, so it's gonna be 3-0. So the next matchup is Blue Collar Dreams versus Those Moser.
Blue Collar every time, man.
Right.
Shout out Balsam Ridge, man.
Yeah, that's a good song, by the way. I also like Bluegrass. Okay, so the next matchup, though, is we have some breakdance representation through Sauce in the Rough against Those Moser by Food House.
Those Moser.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sauce in the Rough, real cool song. But, you know, if like, plain and simple, I just like vibe harder to Those Moser, so.
And yes, Sauce in the Rough is our break-ins pick. Look, I know that some of these picks are suspect, like Hit the Function, like Do or Die, like Sauce in the Rough, but these are just the ones we like the most from these artists. It's not their biggest ones, you know.
Yeah.
But it is going to be Those Moser. I think I might just go ahead and go out on a limb and say Those Moser is my ideal hyperpop song. Like you were talking about the platonic ideals of things. Yeah. I think this is the platonic ideal of a hyperpop song. It makes me so unbelievably happy to listen to it. Boy, is it just a carefree anthem. I'm going to go with Those Moser. Y'all two did as well?
Yeah.
All right, 3-0.
Shout out Breakins, though.
Shout out Breakins.
He shouldn't have shaved that big ass head of his, but other than that.
Right. Okay.
Also, before we move on, we've got to shout out Sleep Mask.
So yeah, Sleep Mask. We really wanted to fit Sleep Mask by David Shoddy and Youngster Jack onto this bracket as well, but unfortunately there are just a lot of good hyperpop songs.
Yeah.
So it didn't make it, but we have recently come to really enjoy that song.
That is one of my favorites, personally. It's got
You'll notice every time we're like, oh man, this song is dope, I hate to see it go. It's probably because we picked our 32 favorite.
Yeah, these are our 32 favorite hyperpop songs.
So we all three of us like every single one of them, so, you know.
And, hey, you know what? For fun, in the description of this video, there's going to be a playlist with these songs in order.
That'll be so fun.
Yeah, you can listen to that if you want. The next matchup is Face Shopping versus 8 Now.
I've got my pick.
Yeah, I said it's a tough matchup, but it's really not.
Yeah.
It's going to be Face Shopping by Sophie.
8 Now's cool. It's not as cool. It's, and you know, Face Shopping's got to mean more to more people than 8 Now does.
Yeah, I think Face Shopping is my favorite Sophie song, but shout out to Immaterial.
Yeah, that song is great.
We love Immaterial. But
shout out to Pony Boy. That song is awesome.
Pony Boy is awesome as well. Lemonade, Bip. Those are all great ones, but Face Shopping I think is like her magnum opus. It's crazy. It's going to win over 8 Now, but shout out to 8 Now.
I will say about Pony Boy, if you've never heard that song, first of all, go listen to it. Second of all, As much as I really like Anthony Fantano, don't watch his review because I have a really settling image he put in his head that has to do with a little bit of foul play.
That's all we're going to say is don't watch that review at this timestamp. Do not watch it.
Yeah.
So
if you're watching that review, skip it.
yeah, skip that part about 30 seconds. You're good.
Yeah.
You might
Yeah.
miss a little bit of his thoughts, but who cares?
Yeah.
So the next matchup is going to be Waves by Laura versus Anthems by Charlie. This is quite even. It's Waves for me.
It's
Me
ways for me.
too.
Yeah, shout out Anthems though, but Waves is like low-key a masterpiece.
Yeah, I'd be willing to say masterpiece. And the happy songs sound all wrong to her, man. And like, I don't know, man. It's a really good song.
Yeah, it's really touching. Next, oh wow, this is a tough one. Locals versus Money Machine. So it looks like we all gave 10s to Locals and we all gave 9s to Money Machine. Maybe that's probably
Fair
what
enough.
happened.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of shows where we're going with it, huh?
It's just where I'm going with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm choosing Locals.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are some Locals loving folks.
We are.
That's why we went back to our childhood home because we love the Locals.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we need not say more. So next we have Haunted by Laura versus Gloves by Kamo. I think we're gonna have to say goodbye to Laura's song here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Gloves is really good.
Gloves is like,
This is my platonic ideal. This
Oh,
is
okay.
this is hyperpop to me is Gloves.
okay, and Gloves is awesome. Crazy things that he was able to accomplish with that song. Yeah, Gloves will go on. Production is crazy on both of these,
Yeah.
but yeah, Gloves is very just electric. All right, next we have Dumbest Girl Alive versus Pressure.
And this is where my platonic ideal comes in because Dumbest Girl Alive is so good. It is my absolute favorite.
And what a pick.
Yeah, it's gonna be Dumbest Girl for me over Pressure.
Yeah, we'll take it 3-0.
Yeah, Dumbest Girl. I don't know if we touched on it before, but the lyrics in that song are insane.
Oh my god.
Laura Less is unironically one of my favorite songwriters. I think she's
for
very, very talented songwriter. Says lots of things that are really poignant, I feel like.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Dumbest Girl Alive. Is that 3-0?
3-0.
Okay.
Even when it sounds like she's BSing, like even still somehow it's like pretty important.
Yeah.
Right.
And if it's not important, it's at least clever.
Yeah. These two songs are very similar to me. We've got Optifine and Amygdala.
They don't make that one easy.
Yeah, that's tough. So our initial ratings, we got 29 on Amygdala, 28 on Optifine. But these are really similar songs, I feel like.
Yeah.
They give me a similar feeling each. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
I am... For this one, I think I'm going to go with Optifine. I love Amygdala. I've liked Optifine for a lot longer, and I have a lot of... these are very neck and neck for me, so I am pulling the nostalgia card. I have some really fond memories connected with Optifine.
Okay. Would you like to go next?
You first.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
It's almost like this
so you
is what
see
he
how
was
we feel
avoiding.
about it. Golly. It's like making you choose your favorite child. I think it's gonna be Optifine for me.
2-0.
I think so. I think that makes it like that's it. I think it's Optifine. What would you vote?
It's crazy to make it a sweep, but
Sure.
But you think so?
I think so.
Hey
Wow.
guys, and on that note, any parents that are watching, comment down your favorite child and be realistic about it.
True, do that.
And if you don't agree between your parents, come to a conclusion.
True. And if it's not the oldest child, then you're probably a bad parent.
So one of us at least, if one of us at least had a change of heart because this score was higher originally.
True.
It's
But
true.
hey, we've
Yeah.
gotten older and we've gotten bolder.
Maybe so.
It's like what Stevie Nicks said.
Yeah, shout out her too. Come on, Artful Conversations. Stevie Nicks, if you're watching this, you're invited to the cookout. Next matchup, we have Poster versus Baby My Phone. Oh God, you know where I'm going. I'm going Poster. I just love Poster, and I'm not even that crazy about Baby My Phone, but I know you guys are. I just saw y'all look over and nod. That's so messed up.
Me and Oshiv were just some like adorable little so we're gonna go Baby My Phone.
Okay,
I'm
well,
gonna do it.
okay, well, sorry to see you go, Poster.
It's a great
Mwah.
song.
It's a dope song, man.
But
Yeah.
I mean, hello. Come on. Electric. As Ethan
Yeah,
Leckie
but
says.
okay, Baby My Phone is the song, and then the same song but slower.
And
That's-
it's so
that's the whole song.
The impact is so awesome.
it is. There's a payoff to that, man.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, for the record, I had Poster, but yeah, here we go. Last matchup in the round of 16.
So true.
We've got Spinna versus Thosmoser. It's gonna be Thosmoser for me. No surprises, but shout out to Spinna.
True. Love Spinnuts, those Moser.
Dope song, man. They're all dope songs. Spin is an especially dope song. Those Mosters are doper.
Well said, my friend. 3-0. All right, now we're in to the quarterfinals. All right, first matchup in the quarterfinals. Oh, these are two great songs. Got Face Shopping versus Waves.
I've already made up my mind.
I'm taking Waves. I'm gonna go against the grain.
Ooh.
You know, one of these songs is like integral to the creation of hyperpop, and one isn't. But I really love Waves.
Yeah, I do also really love. First of all, I'll say I think I rated both of these 10s.
Yeah.
So, like, I love both of these, but I think it's Face Shopping for me. I love Face Shopping. Never buy any though. Your turn.
Just the one.
And, I'm really glad you said that, Ethan, because I am like a face shopping ride or die.
Oh, so
Like,
you're picking Face Shopping as well?
Yeah, like,
Okay.
I've already had that made up. Like, since I saw that song, I was like, any song that's against it, except for maybe one,
Yeah.
face shopping's gonna win.
Right.
Rest in peace, Sophie.
R.I.P. Waves. And
also-
R.I.P. Laura in that song, bro.
Yeah,
So yeah. Next matchup, we got.
Also, that one needs to be on streaming. And also, why does it have two different names on?
True.
Yeah,
YouTube?
so a lot of these are like, that's a good point. A lot of these are like unreleased / alt account stuff. So you may have to go on YouTube or SoundCloud to find some of these, but they exist. Trust me.
Yeah, trust me.
Next matchup, we have Locals versus Gloves in the quarterfinal. That's crazy. Then they're both 30s.
Yeah.
Golly.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh wow, this is tough for me.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's easy.
Yeah. Paetyn, do you want to go first? I feel like I know your vote.
I forgot how to breathe.
I'll go first.
Oh, what's your choice? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going Gloves.
Oh, he's going Gloves.
I'm going Gloves. Both of these, if you said either of these are perfect songs, I wouldn't be mad at you. If I said both of these are perfect songs, I'd be telling the truth. Gloves is real good, man. I like it a lot.
Yeah. What happened there is, for context, I just popped my back. For the audio listeners, I just popped my back.
Ethan's withering away.
For the ASMR listeners.
Right. So, did you choose or no?
Locals.
Locals. Okay, so it's up to me because we have Gloves and Locals. And that's a party.
Yeah.
But golly, man, these are two awesome songs. Oh goodness.
Shit is getting cold.
Arms, body, legs, flesh, skin, bone, sinew.
Love.
That's crazy. Gloves though. Wow, they're both really good.
He says he doesn't choose.
Oh man, just give me a few seconds. Oh wow. Okay. I
okay.
think that it's gonna be Locals. I think
Sorry,
Locals.
Oshiv.
Dude, I love Gloves. Dude, I really love Gloves. They're both perfect. I will
took
say
me a
that.
while as
They're,
well.
they're both perfect songs, but Locals I feel like does more.
And if it had to lose, it's not a bad song to lose it to.
Right. Which one was seated? So Gloves was seated one higher, just arbitrarily, I guess. But Next matchup, we have Dumbest Girl Alive versus Optifine.
Dumbest Girl Alive.
Yeah.
Boy, I mean, you've heard me talk about how much I love Optifine. You know, how much I want to listen to it twice. But I mean, I didn't even have the ear for this type of music. I mean, I was disgusted by the idea of it, and I heard Dumbest Girl Alive, and I was immediately in love. I think it's a better song.
I'll say I got to see Dumbest Girl Alive live, and it was very, very awesome. Also, if you've seen my end of the year music video, then you'll know I like it better than Optifine. That's my pick.
Shout out to the writing in that song.
Oh, I already said, like, the second it popped
Okay.
up. Y'all know how I feel.
Okay, Dumbest Girl Alive 3-0.
She wrote the hell out of that song.
We'll move it on. Next matchup, we have the last one in the quarterfinal, Baby My Phone versus Those Moser. I swear to God, if Baby My Phone loses this, it's Those Moser. What?
Now, you know that I wasn't going to pick Baby My Phone over Those Mercer. I can only be so cute.
Okay.
And
Good.
this is the time where I stop being cute, and I put on my blue collar shirt and I go to work.
All right.
Balsam Ridge. If you're
watching this video, Balsam Ridge, please listen to Those Moser by Food House. Oh, wow. What is your vote?
I'm picking Those Moser.
Okay.
I'll ride for Baby My Phone until Those Moser shows up.
And that's exactly what happened. So, Those Moser moves on to the semifinal, and let's go to the semifinal. First matchup, we have Face Shopping versus Locals.
Face shopping.
For me, it's also Face Shopping. I'm not going to act like it's incredibly difficult.
I'm not gonna act like it's incredibly easy, but
Yeah. It's but like my gut says it's Face Shopping.
And I might not be as big on like hyperpop history as the other two of them, so that's probably playing less into my vote. I am gonna pick Face Shopping, but it's gonna be a hard race.
Okay. 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0.
But hey,
the horse I like is whack, but
yeah.
in
Hey,
this
yeah.
case,
Shout out to the Gabby Start verse on Locals. It's awesome.
Just
great verse.
like Boy of the Year.
Right.
Crazy
right.
thing to say. Crazy thing to say.
Right. But it's true. So,
I actually got that from Ethan Bunty.
well, give credit where it's due, I guess. But all right. So that's Face Shopping is the first song in the final. Now let's find the other one. We have Dumbest Girl Alive versus Those Moser.
Dumbest Girl Alive.
Dumbest Girl Alive.
Those Moser. Yeah, okay. I'm not mad at it. Dumbest Girl is a great song, but you know how I feel about Those Moser. It might be like one of my favorite songs ever. So,
Real awesome song, man.
oh, tried to almost move it on by instinct. All right, 2-1 to 2-1.
It would have been a fight.
2-1 to Dumbest Girl Alive.
Yeah, we would have eaten Ethan alive, like, on camera.
Oh yeah.
All right, now we're into the final matchup, which is, you can barely see it on screen. It is Face Shopping versus Dumbest Girl Alive.
2 perfect 30s.
Okay, yeah. So who's the winner of this song, guys? I mean, this matchup. I'll say mine. Mine is Face Shopping, although I love Dumbest Girl.
Mine's Dumbest Girl.
Oh, it's up to Paetyn. Paetyn, it's up to you.
Face Shopping and Dumbest Girl Alive are like my favorite hyperpop songs of all time. And listen, I think that me a month ago would have chosen Dumbest Girl Alive because it is so good. It's my favorite Gex song.
Oh, word.
However, me a month later, a more mature woman, has delved into a lot more of Sophie's discography and a lot more hyperpop in general. And just, that song is just so cool. And Sophie has just done so much for the hyperpop community and with her album and everything. Like, I feel like if I did not choose Face Shopping, it would be a disservice to, like, everything in the bracket
Well, also,
beforehand.
to be clear, do you do think it's a better song, though?
I do. Like,
Okay.
by a very narrow margin. I love
Okay.
Dumbest Girl Alive, but Face Shopping is just, like, I think on a historical and just, like,
Yeah.
how exciting it is as a song.
Yeah. Also, I have to say, just like she was saying, we cannot understate the influence that Sophie has on hyperpop. When I was interviewing Holiday Hal, she was talking about how the one through line throughout the history of hyperpop is that all of the songs that were deemed hyperpop sounded like Sophie, and that's just kind of evidence of the impact that she had. So R.I.P. to her, but she's gonna win this bracket 2-1 against Dumbest Girl Alive.
But shout out Dumbest Girl Alive. Hey, 100 gigs if you're watching. No cosigns.
Tell Balsam Ridge to get on it.
Yeah.
100 gigs if you're watching. No cosigns or articles, but I do really like that song.
It's a really good song, but I'll concede it if it's gonna lose. Fair enough that it's to face shopping.
And I went to college, so you know it's clever.
So, thanks for watching, guys. Leave your comments in the comments section. Let us know what you think.
Tell us what you want for Christmas.
Realistically, tell us your favorite child.
And hey, we can't make promises, but we will do our best to get you those Christmas presents.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys.
I won't.
Thanks for watching. Peace.
Talk to Balsam Ridge.